Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and this is your stimulus check update for the next stimulus package for Tuesday, February 23rd. I hope everyone is off to a good and safe start to their Tuesday so far. In this video, I'll be discussing updates in regards to the current relief package and the third stimulus check. I'll also be discussing the $1,400 direct payments, Joe Manchin's new proposal for the minimum wage, and then I'll be wrapping up this video by answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. But first, if you wouldn't mind real quickly liking this video, give me a big thumbs up. It really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing this video out to other viewers like you, and hopefully helping other people like you as well. Okay, so with the House Budget Committee advancing the reconciliation package yesterday, it's now moving on to the next step. This step is where it moves on to the Rules Committee, where they prepare the bill for a vote. This vote, at this point in time, is still expected to take place in the House either on Friday or Saturday of this week. So, right around the corner. More than likely, whatever ends up being in the bill should pass in the House, with Democrats having the majority. Most likely, we'll see this bill pass along party lines, with every single Democrat voting for it, and all Republicans voting against it. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is going to do his best to make sure that all Republicans oppose the bill, just to ensure that President Biden can't say the bill passed in a bipartisan way. And all Biden needs for this bill to be considered bipartisan is one Republican vote. From there, the bill will move into the Senate, where again, Democrats will be fully relying on their votes to ensure the bill passes. Considering Democrats will be hard-pressed to find any Republican votes in the Senate, they'll need to make sure that all 50 Democrats are on board with the plan. Clearly, so far, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is opposed to the package. In a tweet, McConnell said, "The partisan bill Democrats are preparing is stuffed with non-virus related liberal goals and more band-aid policies, as if the country were going to stay shut down for another year. We need 2021 to be different than 2020. Congress should focus on smart policies to help that happen." Many other Republicans in the Senate feel the exact same way. So once the bill reaches the Senate, Democrats will have to debate on which provisions should stay in the bill, which ones should be removed, and perhaps which ones should be added. They'll also have to deal with something called the Byrd Rule, which prevents certain measures, such as the one that would increase the federal minimum wage up to $15 per hour, from being in the bill. On Wednesday, there's supposed to be a big meeting about the Byrd Rule, where hopefully they can finalize a decision. If the House decides to move forward with a provision that would increase the minimum wage up to $15 per hour, more than likely they will need to remove it in the Senate. This is because 3 Democratic senators, and Joe Manchin, John Tester, and Kyrsten Sinema, oppose the increase. Also, Joe Manchin said that if the increase in minimum wage passes the Byrd Rule test, then he'll try amending the bill to increase the minimum wage to just $11 per hour rather than $15. In a statement, Manchin said, quote, "We can do $11 an hour in 2 years and be in a better position than they're going to be with $15 in 5 years. So it's possible that Democrats make a compromise with Manchin and lower their increase to $11 per hour just to ensure that the bill can pass through both chambers. And even though $11 per hour won't completely satisfy the progressive Democrats, such as Bernie Sanders, for them, at least, it would be a solid increase. Considering the current federal minimum wage is at $7.25 per hour, this would still be an increase by almost $4 per hour. Once the Senate amends the bill that passes in the House, they'll vote on it, and if it passes, they'll need to send it back to the House for a final vote. From there, it'll be sent off to President Biden's desk, hopefully by March 14th, for it to be signed into law. At this point, we're still on a good pace to have this bill signed into law, like I said, by the middle of March, which means the stimulus checks of $1,400 should be going out around mid to late March. In the meantime, while we wait on Congress to pass this bill through both chambers and for President Biden to sign it into law, all we can continue to do is hang in there, stay strong, and hope for the best. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to move right along to answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. And if you do have any other comments or questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do try to answer as many of the comments and questions as I possibly can, but for those comments and questions I'm not able to respond to, I do try to pick some of the more popular ones to answer in the next video in video form. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the first comment of this video, which is from Crystal. Crystal says, Hey Josh, I was just wondering, is it true that people will get $200 extra monthly? Okay, thank you so much for your question, Crystal, and I assume with this question, you mean if those on Social Security benefits will receive $200 extra per month. While it is possible, there is nothing certainly guaranteed. One of President Biden's initiatives upon entering office was to increase Social Security benefits by $200 per month for the year of 2021. Also, there was even a plan last year in March by Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden that would increase the benefits by $200 per month for those on Social Security benefits and veterans through the year of 2021. However, these plans never really ended up getting too much traction. There was also another proposal by lawmakers in the House that would increase the cost of living adjustment on an emergency basis up to 3% from the 1.3% it's currently at for 2021. This proposal also hasn't really panned out either. Interestingly enough, it seems like if Biden or Democratic lawmakers had enough motivation to get something like this done, they would have included it in the reconciliation package, but they failed to do so. So, with that said, since it's not in the reconciliation package, if they still want to get it done, they'll need to pass it in another bill later on this year. Okay, moving along to the next Companies video, which is from Mary. Mary says, "Good morning, Josh. I heard adult dependents are not included in the next round of direct payments." Okay, thank you so much for question, Mary, and this is not true. Even though dependents over the age of 17 missed out on the first two round of payments, they will be eligible for the third one of $1,400. Now, it does seem like these payments will be added to the amount of whoever claims them. So, for example, if you claim your mom as a dependent, you'll receive an additional $1,400 on top of the $1,400 you'll already be receiving. Alright, moving along to the next Companies video, which is from Valacia. Valacia says, "The child tax credit confuses me. Normally, I get $2,000 on my income taxes per child. Will I get that along with $300 per month?" Okay, thank you so much for your question, and I can definitely understand your confusion. For the increased child tax credit in the reconciliation package, you will not be able to claim the extra $2,000 on next year's taxes in 2022 for this year. Instead, the IRS is going to be giving you the child tax credit in advance, so then you won't have to wait until 2022 to receive the money for this year. Basically, they'll be giving you part of your tax refund for next year in advance starting in July. Also, instead of giving you the usual $2,000 for your child tax credits, they'll be increasing that to $3,000 per year for children ages 6 to 17 and $3,600 per year for children under the age of 6. So, if you have a child that's 5, for example, you'll be receiving $300 per month starting in July, lasting for an entire year. It's also possible the IRS will send a retroactive payment for the first one, making up for the payments people would have missed out on earlier this year. So, in July, for example, you may end up receiving payments from January through June, just so they won't have to continue sending out these monthly payments through June of next year. With this, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, moving right along to the next Companies video. This comment says, "Hi Josh, how long do you think the federal unemployment boost will actually stay? I don't see them keeping it much longer since the vaccine is out, places are hiring, and the virus numbers are slowly dropping. I'm not trying to be a downer, just know how they think is all." Okay, thank you so much for your question, and I can definitely see where you're coming from. In this reconciliation package, it looks like the benefits are going to be extended for another 5.5 months through the end of August. Once we get to July of this year, we should have a much better idea of how recovery is going. At that point, as you said, quite a few Americans will be vaccinated, unemployment numbers should improve, and the economy should be much better in general. However, we'll really just have to wait and see. Once July comes around, if the unemployment rate is still, say, over 5%, it's possible they could extend the benefits one last time, perhaps at a lower amount, through the end of the year. However, as I just said, considering the next relief bill will have to be a bipartisan one, more than likely the benefits will be lowered from the $400 they'll be at down to a lower number, perhaps $250 per week. With that said, again, it's really tough saying how things will be 6 months from now. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is completely free to do so, and it's a great support to me. Also, if you'd like to receive 4 free stocks from Webull, with 2 of them valued all the way up to $1,600 each, or 1 free stock from Robinhood, just for signing up and linking your bank account, please feel free to claim those free stocks by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you join Rakuten with my referral link in the description box below and spend at least $20, Rakuten will give you $20 cash back. This means that you can buy an item through Rakuten with one of their referral links, such as Nike or Macy's, for $20, and Rakuten will give you $20 just for making that purchase. This is just an incredible deal that I would love for everyone to take advantage of. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.